Right now, trading levels and volatility have dropped to levels not seen since January 2017, and this was just before one of the biggest moves in crypto's history. However, the big question is this time different? This time we have global liquidity being sucked out of the system. This time we have an inverted yield curve. And this time we have interest rates near 6%. And so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest crypto analysis done by Ark Invest, as they are some of the best in the business, and we'll see what they are focusing on right now, including the two key price targets for Bitcoin right now, then what is going on with this low volatility and trading volume, as it means a big move is coming, and then we'll finish with a warning that they've put out about one of the top 10 cryptos, and it's a crash that could cause devastation to the crypto market. Okay, so first up, Bitcoin right now is trading between two key price levels. So let's take a look. So starting with Bitcoin's key levels of support and resistance that Ark Invest are looking at. So we've got four lines, four colors here. Now black is Bitcoin's price in the background, and one of the key levels is this 200-week moving average, and 200 weeks is just shy of 4 years, and we're starting to see just how important these 4-year cycles are. And this is the purple line running through here. So it rarely goes below the 200-week moving average. In fact, when it broke it here, this just shows how important this buying opportunity was. And it's currently acting as major support. And the key level here to look for is around $27,000. So this is the key level of support right now. Then in green, which is very similar, slightly higher, is the short-term holders realized price. And the last one acting as resistance around $33,000 is the realized price, but it's adjusted by liveliness of the network. And you can see the price is pretty much getting squeezed between these two channels. Next up, they were highlighting that Bitcoin is seeing unprecedented low volatility and trading volume. And they pointed out that last month it pretty much hit levels not seen since January 2017. And obviously in January 17, you can see just how much of an epic run that Bitcoin went on to do. And a lot of times when there is low volatility, we do get big moves. If we see it here, volatility very, very low, went on to do a massive move. Volatility here, very, very low, went on to do a massive move. So a lot of times it leads to a massive breakout, but not every single time. You can see here quite low volatility. And as it went up, this was a big sell-off. Also happened here, very low volatility, which led to a sell-off. If you saw my last video, you saw that Cathie Wood is pretty convinced that it's going to be a move to the upside. However, in this report from the crypto analysts, they specifically said it could be to the upside or the downside. Now, what was very interesting this month, they gave a specific warning about one of the top 10 cryptos. Check this out. And it was to do with Binance's BNB. So this is the price chart where it hovered around $10 to $30 for quite a while before having a big breakout in January. And since then, we've been in this very tight wedge. And again, this wedge pattern suggests there's going to be either a big move to the upside or the downside. But this was the warning that Ark has given. Recent reports suggest that the US Department of Justice is considering charging Binance with fraud, and this will legitimize the SEC's ongoing concerns. Now, because Binance has facilitated significant liquidity in crypto, including Bitcoin, BNB has become a key indicator for the crypto stability. And if the SEC's and DOJ's charges gain traction, a bank run could trigger the collapse of BNB. So currently trading around $210, and they think it could lead to a price drop back down to this $30 range. So a very concerning warning put out by Ark Invest. Another major point that they were making this month is that the full impact of the Fed tightening hasn't yet been felt. So in black, this is the massive interest rate hike cycle that we've seen, taking rates to about 5.5%. And the point they made was from a Nobel Prize winning economist, Milton Friedman, who said these types of changes to monetary policy aren't felt straight away. There is a time lag, and this can be from 12 months up to 18 months. So in purple would be with a 12-month lag, and then in green with an 18-month lag. And it's basically saying that the effects of this could start happening anytime now, but also into 2024. So has the market priced this in, or is the next 6 months going to get very, very messy? And Ark Invest believe all roads are pointing to deflation. They certainly do not believe that inflation is going to come round for a second hit. And here they're showing that China is the biggest exporter in the world, and their producer price index has been falling off a cliff. And the main point here is that when they're selling these goods to the US, they're actually selling them at a discount. They're not increasing prices. So they're essentially exporting the deflation that they are going through to the US. And then finally, another indicator showing deflation is coming our way. So they're showing here that the Zillow rent index, which basically just shows what's going on with rents, again is falling off a cliff. And a similar index that's used in CPI is the OER, and this makes up a quarter of the CPI, and this normally follows the Zillow rent index. So they're basically saying in the next CPI the OER should be following this, which means again another big drop, inflation coming down, and it's deflation that we're moving into. And so I think one of the big takeaways from this month's report is this extremely low trading volume and volatility, as historically it's led to a major move. Now, mostly this does happen to the upside, but occasionally it does also happen to the downside. So the big question is this time different? And this continues to be the reason why I'm an advocate of being able to position yourself so you can benefit from either direction. And this is by maintaining a solid cash position. And the size of this position obviously depends on your personal risk tolerance. And finally, it seems to me that nearly everyone agrees that from the medium to long term, crypto is destined to be going much higher. But it's this pesky 3, 6, 9 months that really has people divided. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now let me know what you think below. Where are we going over the next 3 to 6 months? And just remember, we are trying out the new SuperThanks commenting system. And in order to get rid of 100% of the trading bots and scams that plague the YouTube comments, if you do have a question, comment, or just want to say thanks, then use SuperThanks below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.